Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. In today's video, we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And on today's video, we're trying a foundation that is crazy expensive. I think this might be the most expensive foundation I've ever tried on this channel. Maybe. Yeah, the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. Now, I will say that I'm picking this up based on a couple of other YouTubers. YouTube made me buy this product, absolutely. I would have never even considered this product if it hadn't been for a couple other YouTubers. Specifically, Madison Miller raves about this, as well as Stephanie Nicole. They both talk tremendously about this foundation. So I did pick this up last fall in the 20% off Sephora VIB sale. Still not a huge discount when you talk about how expensive it is, but they raved about it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to give it a try. So anyway, this is in the shade 012, which is their lightest shade. They don't have a very good shade range, I'll be honest with you, but let's go ahead and go to their website and I will tell you what their foundation or what their website says about it. So they only have 10 shades. There they are. They are not a very wide shade range at all. So we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and read the description to you. It says it's a luminous, dewy skin. The coveted Aqua foundation, known for giving skin the same youthful glow you experienced right after a facial, is redesigned for increased coverage, radiance, hydration, and longevity. Formulated with our signature gloss film powder, the light diffusing minerals brighten and minimize pores while resisting sweat and oiliness. This breathable serum foundation contains weightless, skin conditioning emollients that improve the hydration and health of skin for a flawless and comfortable complexion all day. So the benefits and features, it says it nourishes skin with minerals from the deep waters of Bretagne, France. 4 types of powders create a buildable coverage and prevent cakiness. A newly added moist drop powder helps hydrate the skin by absorbing humidity into the skin. Contains tea tree oil, our signature blend of jojoba oil, olive squalane, and shea butter to leave skin soft and supple. It says it's for all skin types, sheer to medium buildable coverage, natural dewy finish, not tested on animals, formulated with artificial colors, synthetic fragrance, mineral oil derived from petroleum, and paraben. Let's go ahead and read the usage real quick. Shake well before use. Prep skin with makeup color base to create a smooth canvas. I guess that might be one of their products. Apply foundation in sheer buildable layers. Pat the foundation into the skin at all angles to blur lines and pores. Allow each layer to set before the next layer is applied. Finish with powder if desired. So, all right, I am shaking it over here. Before I started the camera, I sprayed my face down with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist, and then I used my Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer. I use that combination when I'm doing any foundation reviews. I will also be using the same powders that I use in every foundation review as well, so that I do have consistency across all of my foundation reviews. So, all right, I did actually do a swatch of this when I first bought it because of the crazy price tag. I was like, I'm going to be swatching this to make sure it works for me because I'm not spending that kind of money without knowing that it works, knowing that it was going to be a couple of months before I got to test it. So let's go. I'm going to tell you this. This is a plastic bottle. So I kind of expected for a $70 foundation to get a glass bottle, to be honest with you. There are some foundations that I've purchased that are in like the $40 range or less that give you glass bottles. So let's hope that this is an amazing foundation. I'm going to go ahead and squirt it on the back of my hand. It is very, very liquidy. I'm not going to tilt my hand too much because it will drip. So I am going to be using my Love is a Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics on the right side of my face, and then I will be using my Beauty Blender on the left side of my face. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of this on my brush. It has a slight smell, but it's not horrible. And I'm not really getting good coverage at all, but I mean, it did say that it was sheer to medium. So let's see. All right, so that was 2 pumps. You can see that it has toned down the natural red in my face a little bit, but this is definitely sheer coverage. Yeah. So there's that. All right, it says to let it dry before you put on a second layer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go onto the other side of my face. I'm going to take 3 pumps on it, this side of my face, because I know the sponge typically will soak up some of the foundation and I won't get as good of a coverage with the sponge as I do with a brush, and I'm already not getting super good coverage with the brush anyway. So got 3 pumps, and let's see how this does. I think with 3 pumps with the sponge, I got about the same coverage that I did with 2 pumps with the brush. So I definitely got more coverage with the brush. But it's still definitely a light coverage. I feel like though in my mirror, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I feel like it looks dewier with the brush, which is odd for me. Typically the sponge will make a foundation look dewier, at least from my experience with them. But I have more of a sheen or a shine on my brush side than I do on the sponge side, which is different for me. It's not super noticeable. Like I said, I don't even know that the camera is going to be picking it up, but all right, I am going to go in with another layer of this, see how much I can build it up. I'm going to go in with 3 pumps to start with, and we'll see how much I can build this up. All right, you guys. Second coat. Now I will say this, it did turn very pink on the back of my hand. I just wiped it off so I can't show it to you unfortunately, but it did turn very pink on the back of my hand. So that's why I drug it down my neck a little bit. I don't know if during the speed up portion of that, if you were able to tell that I did drag it down my neck, but I did because it did turn pink on me. It actually looks really nice after the second layer. Now I used what, 8 pumps to get to this level. So there's that. But my nose looks almost poreless. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I will zoom you in after I get my full face of makeup on, but my nose looks amazing. And I am shocked. I am very shocked by that. So I don't know why I'm continuing to hit it with the sponge because I like the finish of it. Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, the time now is 11:19. I have to be somewhere at 12 o'clock, so I'm going to hurry up and put all my makeup on really quick. I'm going to do just a really simple look today, and I will be back in just a couple minutes. All right, everybody, I am back. The time now is 11:37. I was actually done with my makeup, my face makeup, before 11:30. So we're just going to call 11:30 the check-in time. So I will check in at 3:30 and then again at 7:30 tonight. On my face, I have everything spread all over the place, to be honest with you. I've got just a little bit of powder on, actually. I didn't put too much powder on, but the Catrice Liquid Camo is my concealer with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I can never remember the name of this powder. As my under eye powder, and then on my nose as well. I really like this on my nose. I don't know why, I just like it on my nose. And then on my face, I've got these 2 powders from Physicians Formula. It's the Mineral Correcting Powder and the Mineral Face Powder. I dip into both and then put it everywhere. I have the Balm Take Home the Bronze on my cheeks. And then I have Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay in Party. And then on my highlight, as my highlighter, I have this little Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. I just have this champagne shade on my cheeks as my highlighter there. I have the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Primer on my eyes. The Maybelline Lemonade Craze. I have Sunnies all over the lid. Sweet Tea in my crease and on my under eye. Berry Ice all over the lid. And then Strawberry Lemonade on top of that to give it a little bit of shimmer. And then on the inner corner, I just have Main Squeeze right here. And then my mascara, I have the Buxom Big Tease mascara on my lashes. In my brows, I have the CoverGirl Soft Blonde shade. What is this called? Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. And then on my lips, I've got the Maybelline Color Sensational in Beige Babe with the Collab Girl Please lip shade on my lips. And then I have everything sprayed down with MAC Fix Plus. And I think that's everything. Looking at my face, I'm pretty sure that's everything. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and we'll talk about the foundation. So even with powder on, I feel like this is very dewy, which that's what it claims to be. It claims to be very dewy, which I'm not hating. I actually think it looks really nice. I think my nose looks amazing. I think this might be the best foundation I've ever tried on my nose, if it holds up. I think it looks really pretty on my forehead, on my cheeks. It is getting a little bit in my line on my forehead, but show me a foundation that doesn't do that, and that'll be the only foundation I'll ever buy from now until forever, because it'll be amazing. On my chin, it's breaking up a little bit. My chin is the biggest problem area I have on my entire face. My chin and then like around my mouth, where I have a lot of acne scars. It's just starting to break up a little bit, like crease, I should say, not break up. But that is my problem area. So I am really liking this foundation so far. I was hoping I wouldn't. I was hoping that it would just be like, oh no, don't buy this. I think the thing that is really getting me is my nose looks fantastic. I mean, even looking like super close up, the mirror like this close to my face, you can see the pores, but they're not like really large. I mean, I'm really enjoying the way this is looking on my nose. But overall on my entire face, I think it looks pretty good. Now it is supposed to be cooler here today. We're supposed to get snow. It's 11:30 right now. The snow is supposed to come in this afternoon, and we're supposed to get like 4 to 8 inches of snow today. So hopefully when I check in at 3:30, it won't be too bad that I can go outside. If it's a little bit too cold, I'll just go in front of the window over here and do my check-in in natural light. But anyway, that's where we're at 11:40 in the morning. I'm liking it so far. So, all right, I will see you guys at 3:30 and then again at 7:30 at night. All right, everybody, it is time for my midday check-in. It is 3:45, thereabouts, 3:45, and it is snowing. I'll show you the snow here real quick. Can you see it? It is snowing. Anyway, we're not here to talk about snow, we're here to talk about my foundation now, aren't we? I was looking at it a little bit earlier. Inside, it looks dewier than it does right now outside. And I don't know if that's because it's snowing and it's cloudy a little bit and my hair is really frizzy. Sorry about that. I just noticed how frizzy my hair looks. But it's kind of cloudy because it's snowing, so it's not super bright. But I realized that inside it looks a lot more dewy than it does outside right now. But besides that, I'm liking the way this is looking. Even on my chin. Okay, I'll show you close up what it's looking like. This is my cheek. I think close up you can see how dewy it actually is. My nose looks wonderful. My chin, which is normally my problem area, it's not perfect, but it looks way better than a lot of the foundations I've been trying recently. Like way, way better. Yeah, it looks way better. So, and on my nose looks wonderful. I mean, you can still see some pores, but they are much, much more minimized than normal. Yeah, I'm really liking this. My concern is that by the time I hit 8 hours, it might start looking really oily. So, and it's kind of cold. Like I'm standing outside right now in a short sleeve t-shirt, but I've only been out here for less than 2 minutes. I'm going to go inside in just a second. But the temperatures are like 36 or something like that outside. But the house is like 70. We keep the house around 68, 70 degrees all the time. So the house is, you know, temperate. So it's not like super hot or super cold or anything, but it is a nice temperature right now. But I'm concerned, that's my concern right now at 4 hours in. But by the time my 8 hours rolls around, I'm worried that it's gonna look very oily. So we'll see. Neil just walked out the door. I don't think you guys have met Neil. Neil's my 19-year-old son. But anyway, we'll see how it looks in a couple more hours and see if it looks oily or if it still looks good. Right now, I think it looks good. And I didn't want it to. I really didn't want it to because this is an expensive foundation. So I don't know what you guys think. I think it looks good. All right, I'll see you guys at, so what did we say, 6:30? 7:30. We'll see you at 7:30. All right, y'all, I am back. The time now is 7:36, so just a couple minutes past 8 hours. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking this up, but I feel like I look very shiny. What's weird is I don't feel like I look oily, if that makes sense. I mean, my forehead to me looks very oily, and I don't really feel like that's transferring like at all. My cheeks, just a tad. My chin is transferring. My chin is probably the stickiest part of my skin. I don't know. I'm very torn with this. I actually think under this lighting, again, this is very bright lights, so that might be causing the shininess that I'm seeing. In natural lighting, I don't feel like it's looking as shiny, or like in my house lighting, because it is 7:30 at night, it is dark here. I don't think it looks quite as shiny in regular lighting. This again is studio lighting, so it's pretty bright, but I don't think it looks bad. Looking at my chin, it doesn't look bad. My cheeks, I think, look good. My forehead, I think, looks good. It's caked a little bit in my nose creases, but not horribly. I think it looks good after 8 hours. Now, some of that might be because it is a lighter coverage foundation, and I have a tendency to really prefer lighter coverage foundations. I'm not a big fan of full coverage. I want to be able to see my skin looking like skin. I don't want to look like, a China doll or anything like that. So, plus, full coverage foundations never look good on my skin, like ever. So there's that. But for now, I think this looks pretty good. I didn't want to like it because of the price tag, but I think it looks good. I will say that my chin, it feels heavy on my chin, and some of that I'm sure is my oils coming through. It's not transferring horrendously, but it is transferring slightly on my fingers when I do touch it. But the rest of my face, I don't even feel like I'm wearing foundation, which is nice. It's very nice. So I don't think I would recommend it, only because the price tag is so high. I mean, it is $70 for 1 ounce of foundation. And even if you get it like 20% off, what is that, $14, which brings it to $56? That is an expensive foundation. I mean, if you have money that you can spend on it, I'm liking it. But are there other options that are going to look nice for a lower cost than this one? Yeah, there are. I just can't really recommend it because of the price. But I think it looks really pretty. I think it looks really pretty. So there is my first impression, full day wear test of the, let me grab it, Kogendo Aqua Foundation. I like it. I will tell you this, I will continue to use this bottle of it, but I won't repurchase this. I just can't justify that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button. I do post a Foundation Friday every single Friday. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. What do you think they look like? I mean, I asked John, and he said that it looked good until he looked through his like bifocals, and then he's like, well, I can see every pore. Which, granted, this is more of a skin-like foundation, and I don't feel like even on my forehead line where I said that it was starting to get in it like first thing this morning when I put it on, I don't feel like it looks bad. I don't feel like it's super deep in there. So I think that this is just a finish that I like. So anyway, if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. I do hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for coming and watching it, and I will see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.